The Mindful Life Practice.
Can't believe I'm teaching my teacher. Scary. I hope it's good. All right, so we're gonna sit in a seated meditation just to start. So you can come to, cross-legged or on your knees, whatever. Just take a moment, curl your shoulders up towards your earlobes and then sigh them down the back. And then why don't we do that once more? Curl up and then release down. You can choose what you want to do with your palms, either leaving them face down for a bit of groundedness, or face up if you want to receive something, some energy. You kind of scan yourself and see what you need. Try to feel your spine lengthening up like the stem of a flower, supporting your skull. And then let your breath come in like an ocean wave, rhythmically and evenly. And just coming in, filling the lungs, kind of washing through the organs of the body. And then exhaling to release. So Vinyasa, I think all of you have practiced with me before. Our breath is super important, and we link our movement with our breath and our breath with our movement in order to make it like almost a moving meditation, a mindfulness practice. And our intention around our practice tonight is going to be an intention of coming home to ourselves, coming home to our body, coming home to our breath. I want to share with you something I thought of this morning when I was planning this practice. On my first yoga teacher training, I was down in Mexico about 6 years ago. And my yoga teacher took us to a Dharma talk on the weekend. It's like a spiritual talk. And I remember something that was said in that talk that was so powerful. He said, there are so many people who are searching the outside world for the right person, the right job, the right place that resonates with them, what they're looking for. What if we stopped searching the outside world? We started searching within. So maybe as you close your eyes and you're breathing here, you might come to find that the person you are looking for is you. The job you're looking for is just to be. The place you're looking for is right here, right now. Let's take one more round of breath in this seated meditation. And then we're going to start to move with our breath. So as you take your next breath in, you're going to sweep both palms up towards the sky. And then as you exhale, land your right fingertips. And then stretch over to the right side, so you're taking a side bend. Yeah, you got it. Inhale, lift all the way up. And then stretch the opposite way. I'm just gonna make sure I'm spotlighted. There. I don't know if that has any impact for you guys on your end. I'll have to ask you. Inhale, come all the way up through center. You got it, Sunita. And then we're gonna move into a twist. So land your left palm on your right thigh, land your right fingertips behind you, gaze over the right shoulder. And then inhale, come all the way back through center. And then twist the opposite way. Take one more breath in, come all the way up, fingertips reach up above you, and then just exhale your palms into your heart center, connect your thumbs to your heartbeat, just gently tuck your chin. And then you're gonna come over into a tabletop position. I'm just gonna move closer so that I'm on my mat. Oh, my mat is upside down. I did a clean of my house today. And I have to tell you guys, I don't know if you were with me in this power vinyasa class the other day where I couldn't find any hair ties and my hair was just like flipping all over. Turns out all the hair ties were underneath the couch. The cat put them all there. So anyway, hair ties are back. Hands are underneath the shoulders, knees are underneath the hips, and let's breathe in and tilt at the pelvis and lift the heart. This is your cow. And then exhale, curl the spine, tuck the chin. Keep moving with this breath, inhaling. And then exhaling. Take 2 more rounds, rippling like the wave, inhale. And then exhale. And then one more inhale. And then one more exhale. Then come all the way back through center and then lengthen your right leg behind you. And if you're feeling stable, lift your opposite arm. So it's your left arm, your right leg. I have to tell you, that's also the reason why I'm wearing my hoop earrings now. Princess was playing with my earrings and now they're lost. So I had to pull out whatever earrings I could find in the drawer, and these were them. Although I'm kind of liking the hoop earring style now. It's like Regina George and Mean Girls. Anyway, take one more breath. And then exhale your elbow in to meet your knee. And then inhale, lengthen. Now this time what I want you to do is open your left arm to the left and open your right foot to the right and kind of play with your balance. And then take it back in. Okay, so 2 different movements. Curl in elbow to knee. Extend arm and leg. And then open. And then close. Yeah, one more. Curl in, expand, open, and then close. And then land your left palm on the mat. Let's tuck our left toes under, lift up and back, come into a 3-legged dog, bend through the right knee, and then just take some nice, sweet little circles through the hip. Opening up, getting some movement and fluidity. If you're like me, I've been sitting all day on Zoom calls and on Seesaw. So I really need to move right now. Come all the way back, land your right foot on the mat, and then land your knees back down, coming into your table. All right, opposite side. Left leg lifts. When you're ready, lift lifting the opposite arm, draw your navel in, engage your core, support your spine. Take a breath in, and then exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen. And then exhale, curl. Oh, I messed it up already. Inhale, lengthen. Open to the side. That's what happens when we have these habits. Close and then curl. All right, inhale, lengthen. Open. Close. And then curl. One more, open. Expand. Close. And then curl. Lengthen. Land your right palm, keep your left leg lifted, tuck your left toes, or sorry, your right toes, lift your left leg up behind you, bend through the knee, take your little circles. And then bring your body into your down dog. Bend through the knees, gaze forward, and step your feet up to meet your hands. Grab your opposite elbows. So what does coming home to yourself mean? It means really tapping into your intuition, really tapping into what feels good, and making this practice be something that supports your well-being, yeah? So push yourself to your edge. Don't kill yourself over it. And know when it's time to take breaks and rest. Take a child's pose. Come into Shavasana, always an option. Right? A skillful intuition so that what you're doing is taking away stress from the body and the mind, not adding to it. Let's release the palms. Take an inhale, half lift. Take an exhale, fold, step your toe mounds together, bend through the knees, sit your hips back, lift into your chair. So you're reaching through the arms, but you have a softness for your shoulders. And then you can see your toes poking out in front of you. And then take 3 breaths, tuck your tailbone, inhale, and then exhale, 2 more. And then 1 more breath in. And then as you exhale, forward fold. Take your inhale, half lift, lengthen. Take your exhale, fold, bend the knees, plant your palms, step your feet back, finding yourself into a plank. You can have your knees on the mat if you need to. Push the ground away, get really, really strong. It's okay if you quiver. Even mountains quiver. You got this. Breathe for 3, for 2, and then for 1, let's all take that beginner's vinyasa. So land the knees onto the mat. Slowly lower down, draw your elbows back in space. Take your inhale, lift your heart up, very gentle. Don't push into the ground, just lift from the heart. And then exhale to lower. Shift through a tabletop all the way up to your down dog. So in your down dog, I want you to spiral your armpits in a little bit. Spread out through your back body. Really spread your weight evenly on all 10 knuckles and on the palms of the hands so that you're not dumping your weight into your wrists. Okay, let's bend through the knees, gaze forward. Step the feet up to meet the hands. We're gonna warm up like this 1 more time. So inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Bend through the knees, sit back, find your strong chair. Take 3 breaths. I really have to move that plant. Inhale and exhale, 2. Take 1. And then exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, lower, plant the palms, step back, strong plank. And then this time I'll give you an option. If you are moving through your vinyasas with your knees lifted, go for it. But I want you to be super mindful. And if your spine is just hammocking down, if you don't feel quite ready yet with that strength, then don't do it. Right? You need to build up your strength. And if you're constantly taking the shortcuts, then you're not gonna kind of grow. Take your right leg up towards the sky. Let's inhale. We're gonna exhale, draw the right knee in, step the right foot between the palms. And then on a breath in, come up to your crescent. Yeah, and then on your exhale, open into your warrior two. So land the left heel. So we're just warming up here. Inhale, reverse. And then exhale, come forward, plant both palms. Frame the foot so you're lifting the back heel. Leave your left palm where it is. Spiral your right palm up towards the sky. So it's a low lunge twist. And then land your right palm back down and step your right foot back and journey back to a down dog. So maybe you take a vinyasa. While you're doing that, I'm going to turn on my air conditioning. I'm so sorry to the people who have snow right now. I know Frederic says it's snowing in May. It is like 35 degrees here in Abu Dhabi. It's really hot. And I'm in this war with my air conditioner. I don't like it, yet I need it. Take your left leg up towards the sky, three-legged dog. Draw your left knee in, step your left foot between your palms. Inhale all the way up, and then open into a warrior two. So you land your right heel, right inner arch is intersecting with your left heel. Take a breath in, reverse your warrior. And then take an exhale, come all the way up, windmill palms to the mat, frame the foot, you're off the back heel, leave your right palm, take your left palm up towards the sky, twist. And then land your left palm back down, step back, find your plank, and then either move back to down dog or take a vinyasa. Yeah, you got it. Bend through the knees, gaze forward. Hopper step, feet to the front of the mat. Forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, lower. Step your toe mounds together, bend through the knees, sit into your chair. And we're gonna take one simple little twist in our chair. Okay, so take your palms into your heart center. Inhale, lift at the elbows. Exhale, twist right knee onto left elbow. I want you to look at your right knee and see what it's doing. And if it's shooting forward, draw it back. Come back through center. Yeah, you got it. Twist the opposite way. Come all the way back, inhale. Exhale, fold. Let's take one more warm-up flow. Breath in, half lift. Breath out, lower, step or hop back, vinyasa. We will all congregate up and down dog. And then this time, take your right leg up towards the sky again, three-legged dog. Bend through the right knee, stack the hips. Okay, so you're just reaching the right toes over to the left. Come all the way back through center. Oh my God, that's my Siri now. Draw the right knee in, stay for 3 or 2. And then for 1, step your right foot between your palms. Inhale all the way up. And then open into warrior 2. I just installed Siri like yesterday. Is it gonna come on again? No, good. Inhale, reverse your warrior. And then exhale, come all the way up. Windmill palms to the mat and frame the foot. All right, let's leave our left palm where it is. Spiral your right palm up towards the sky so you're twisting. So you have 2 options. You can just do what we did before, which was land your right palm and step back to your down dog. That's cool. Or you can roll onto the outer edge of the left foot, take your right foot wide, and then maybe bring it all the way into a Vashisthasana, a side plank, and feel your core engaging. You can always be on the forearm or just skip this if your wrist is not having it today. Take 3, take 2, and then take 1. Let's land the right palm and flow. And then 1 last one. Okay, left leg lifts. Bend through your left knee, stack the hip. And then slowly unwind, taking your left knee in. Step Step your left foot between the palms. Inhale all the way up. Land and open into your Vira 2. Take a breath in, reverse the warrior. Take a breath out, come all the way up. Windmill palms to the mat, frame the foot. Now leave your right palm where it is, spiral the left palm up towards the sky. Maybe you roll onto the outer edge of the foot, step the left foot back, find your side plank, give it 3, give it 2, and then give it 1. Move through your vinyasa. We'll all congregate back in the down dog, and let's take 5 deep breaths. And then why don't you bend through both knees and gaze forward and just step up to a forward fold. I'm going to show you a favorite forward fold variation. So if you want, this is an option, you might wrap your arms around the backs of your legs. And then if you want to take it even deeper, you might thread your right arm through and grip your left shin with your right palm. And then opposite, so you're making like a cross. I don't know if you guys can see me. And if you're like, that's too complicated, then don't worry about it. The pose is not the goal. Becoming flexible is not the goal. Standing on your hands is not the goal. The goal is coming home to yourself. Creating space where you were once stuck. Figuring out what's really going on inside. Take one more breath in this forward fold. And then let's unwind. Take an inhale to halfway lift. Take an exhale, fold. One more chair. Bend through the knees, sit back, lift the heart up. I should not have said one more chair because I can't guarantee that. There might be more chairs. Take your palms into your heart center. Inhale, lift your elbows. Exhale, twist, right elbow, left knee. Let's do that again. Come all the way back through center. Twist the opposite way. All the way back, breath in. Yeah, you got this. Breath out, forward fold. Take your inhale, half lift. Take your exhale, fold. Step back, maybe move through a vinyasa. Come all the way back to down dog. And then we're gonna move through similar vinyasa flow, some little tweaks and twists here and there, all right? Take your right leg up towards the sky, 3-legged dog. Bend through your knees, stack your hips. Option 1, stay here. Option 2, if flipping your dog is part of your practice, you're gonna ripple your body forward into a plank and then slowly roll onto the outer edge of the left foot, land onto your right toes, lift your heart up towards the sky, give it 3, give it 2, and then on 1, come all the way back, draw the right knee in, 3, 2, and then 1. If you want to come into your rock star, you're going to cross the body, land with the outer edge of your right foot, land your left heel, and take your left arm up towards the sky. Come all the way back, land your left palm, slowly start to spiral into a Tadasana, a side plank. Yeah, you guys who have been with me a lot, you know what's coming. If you want to take a fancy side plank, please go ahead. I don't feel like it today, so I'm not going to. Yeah, go Yasser, you got it. Nice. Okay, slowly start to just curl and step that right foot in. And then we are going to come all the way up. And then you're gonna land your left heel on a 45-degree angle. So you're coming into a warrior 1 stance, okay? So arms are reaching up overhead, right knee is stacking above right ankle. pressing down through the outer edge of the left foot. And then open your arms wide into cactus arms. And then wrap your right arm underneath your left. So you're weaving your forearms together in eagle. And then let's shift weight onto our right foot, tilting all the way up to stand. Finding a Virabhadrasana 3, but with these eagle arms. All right, slowly tilt all the way up. Can you cross the left thigh on top of the right and then bend the knees and sit back? Finding your Gardasana, your eagle. Yeah, you got it. We're starting strong, aren't we? You got it. Slowly come all the way to unwind. Lengthen your left leg all the way out behind you. And then land onto your left foot. Let's unwind those arms. Lengthen through your right leg. And then do a simultaneous swivel. So your left toes are now pointing towards the back of your mat. You're bending through your left knee. You might have to rearrange where your computer is, I'm sorry. Outer edge of the right foot is pressing down. So now you're in a Vira 2, facing the back of the room. And now there's this tendency in this pose to reach forward like you're reaching for something. I want you to draw your spine back and feel it stacking straight up. Yeah, you got it. Good. Left knee is stacking above left ankle. Good. If it feels like it's caving in a little bit, just align it so that it's not caving in. Okay. Now let's flow. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extended side angle. You guys know the drill. Take 3 more, breath in. And then breath out. 2 more. And then take 1 more. And then with your left elbow on your left knee, reach your right arm up towards the sky. You choose where you want to go. You might reach the left arm down towards the mat. Maybe you come into your bind. Let's unwind, lengthen through the left leg. Walk your right heel in a little bit, hinge forward, and then take your left arm alongside your left leg. This is your Trikonasana, your triangle. And then if you just want to stay here, if your balance is off, you can, or you can shift your weight onto your left foot and your left fingertips and find your body in an Ardha Chandrasana, a half moon. Take 1 more breath. Slowly, slowly start to close the hip and come all the way up to stand. Fingertips interlace on the right shin. Just find your balance for 3, for 2, and then on 1, just land your right foot alongside your left. Pause for a moment in Tadasana. Hands at heart center. Coming home to yourself. Coming home to your body. Coming home to your breath. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, lower, plant the palms, step your feet back, and then move through a vinyasa all the way up into a down dog. All right, so we have moved through like a half mandala flow on one side. If you're feeling lost, don't worry about it. We're all feeling lost right now. We're gonna move through that half mandala flow on the opposite side. Okay, so left leg is gonna lift. Bend through your left knee, stack the hips. Maybe you reach all the way forward into a plank and then flip your dog, outer edge of the right foot, left toes land, left arm reaches up towards the sky. Yeah, you got it. Land the left palm, take the left knee into the chest, give it 3, give it 2, and then give it 1, step your left foot wide, land onto your right arm, left palm, reach your right arm up towards the sky. And then land onto your right palm. Come all the way back into a side plank. I have to tell you guys, actually, When I mixed up my rights and lefts, when I first became a yoga teacher, people at the studio would always say to me, "You're reminding me of Frederique." Because Frederique, I think, mixes up her rights and lefts as well. Oh, Frederique was actually kicked out of the class right now. Her Wi-Fi must have stopped. She missed that. Okay, so you're in your side plank now, yeah? And let's step the left foot all the way forward. Come all the way up. And then open, welcome back, Frederique, into not a warrior two, a warrior one. Frederique, while you were out, open your arms. Let's come into that eagle. I said to all the students that when I first became a yoga teacher and I would mix up all my rights and lefts, I remember people at the studio saying to me, "You remind me of Frederique when you mix up your rights and lefts." And then I looked over to see your reaction. I was like, "Oh, Frederique's not even there anymore." I saw you in the waiting room, so I hope you weren't waiting for too long. Okay, shift weight onto your left foot, lift off of your right foot, and then bring yourself into a warrior three with the eagle arms. Finding your balance here for 3, for 2, and then for 1, tilt up. Cross your right thigh on top of your left. Find yourself in this eagle. Take 3, take 2, and then take 1. Let's unwind now and step your right foot all the way back and then do your swivel. So now you're back at the front of your mat. Widen your stance enough so that you have room to land your right knee on top of your right ankle, and then create one long line from your fingertips to your fingertips. And then flow. Move with the breath. Inhale, and then exhale. Don't listen to my cues. Move with your own breath. It's part of coming home to yourself. Land in your extended side angle. Decide where you want to go. And then let's lengthen back up through the right leg. Walk your left foot in a tiny bit. Hinge forward. Clock your right arm alongside your right leg. Trikonasana. And then if you want to shift your weight onto your right foot, your right fingertips, find yourself in your Ardha Chandrasana, your half moon. Take 3. Take 2. And then take 1. Come all the way up to stand. Left knee into the chest. Interlace the palm on top of the left shin and just take 3 breaths. And then land your left foot alongside your right. Take your palms into your heart center. Facing forward, you are facing the right direction. Step your feet wide, toes out, heels in. Bend through your knees, sit down into your squat. Yeah, you got it. Oh, I think we lost someone else. Who did we lose? Alexandra. There she is. Okay. It's one of those days, full moon. Jillian was saying, full moon. She's back. Okay. So option 1, stay in your squat, just getting into your hips. Option 2, welcome back, Alexandra. You might come into your crow. Okay. So if you want to play in your Vinyasa, plant your palms securely on the earth. Lift your bottom up. Wiggle your feet in a tiny bit. You're going to secure your knees into like your armpits / upper elbows and then shift your weight forward. Look forward, look forward. Maybe you lift one toe, then the next. Yeah, you got it. It's the fear of falling more than anything that holds people back from this pose. If you think you can't do something, then you can't. And it's totally okay if you're happy just being in your Buddha squat. Right? For some of you, it's just day 11 of yoga, and that's cool too. Nice. Let's all congregate when you're ready. Either keep doing your crow if you want to, or come back into a child's pose. I'm going to meet you guys there in a child's pose. So rest your bottom on your heels. Rest your forehead. This for me is my coming home pose. This is the pose where I feel most grounded and most at home in my body. Like a turtle inside its shell. Safe. All right, I want to move through that flow one more time. I just checked the time, 8:10. So we'll move through that flow at a bit of a quicker pace so we can get through it, okay? So lift up to your table, back to your down dog. Right leg lifts up towards the sky. Bend through the right knee, stack the hips, and maybe you're good here. And maybe you ripple all the way forward, lifting your heart, spiraling towards the sky. 3, 2, and then 1. Come all the way forward, right knee into the chest, realign your spine, and then rock star out. Right leg extends, left heel grounds, lift your left arm up towards the sky. 3, 2, and then 1. Land your left palm. Roll all the way into your Vashisthasana, your side plank perhaps. You do this. Hooking your right toe. And then draw the right knee in. Step the right foot between your palms. Let's lift all the way up. And then land onto the left heel. Open the arms. And then take the right arm underneath the left. Okay, weaving the arms together. Find your eagle. Shift weight onto the right foot, tilting all the way forward, warrior 3. And then we're going to stand up, cross the left thigh on top of the right, sit into your eagle pose. Yeah, you got it. Nice. Everyone's favorite. Inhale, unwind, lift all the way up. This time I want you to do something different. We're going to hinge all the way forward, forward, forward. Land your palms, walk them back. Lift your left leg high. Take it for 3. Lift it higher. Take it for 2. And then take it for 1. And then bend your right knee, step all the way back. And then let's revolve. Warrior 2, back of the mat. Let's flow 1 time this time. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extend side angle. And then maybe you lift the arm down towards the earth. Maybe you wrap into the bind. If you're feeling spacious and open and you want to go into bird of paradise, it's something we've been working on this month in our vinyasa and our power vinyasa. I don't feel like it tonight, so I'm just going to stay here. But you do you for 5 breaths. Yeah. Oh, wow. Frederic has a killer bird of paradise. That's what Ashtanga does for you, apparently. Nice. I love how everyone's just listening to their own body. I love it. Nice work. All right. Come all the way back. Disconnect everything. Lengthen through your left leg. Hinge your way forward. Left fingertips dangle alongside the left leg. And then maybe you shift weight forward into your Ardha Chandrasana. And perhaps you want to go into your Chapasana. You're grabbing onto your right foot and taking this little kind of back bend, bindy thing. Let's release that foot. Come all the way up to stand. Take the right knee in. Yeah, good. One more option, one more challenge. If you want to take your peace fingers around your right big toe and extend your leg out, go ahead. And if you just want to grip the shin, that's also cool too. Take 3 breaths. Magic threes. And then just slowly step your right foot down to meet your left. Hands at heart center. Let go of effort. Receive ease. Let go of movement. Receive stillness. Coming home to yourself. Homecoming. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, lower. We got one more round of this. Can we do it? Maybe you flow through Vinyasa. Coming all the way back to your down dog. Left leg lifts up towards the sky. Bend through the left knee, stack the hips. Perhaps you ripple forward, rolling onto the other edge of your right foot, landing your left toes, lifting your heart up towards the sky. Slowly roll all the way in, left knee into the chest, give it 3, 2, and then 1, step your left foot out, land onto your right heel, take your right arm up towards the sky, rock star. And then maybe you land onto the right palm, you spiral. I'm gonna be fancy, grab onto my toes. Yeah, nice work, you got it. Wherever you are is where you're meant to be. Step your left foot forward, come all the way up. 45-degree angle with that right foot, open arms. And then we're taking that eagle, yeah? So I believe it's your left arm underneath the right. Although to be honest, I haven't kept track. Frederic will probably know the answer of which way it's supposed to be properly done. I honestly don't know. To me, it's all the same. It's all twisted up pose. Shift right onto your left foot. Tilt forward, warrior 3. And then come all the way up to stand. Cross your right thigh on top of your left. Sit back, take 3 deep breaths. And then slowly unwind. And this time, remember, you tilt forward. You take Nadia's favorite pose ever, standing splits. Hands walking back. Lift your right leg up. Nadia hates this pose, by the way. I did an Instagram survey once asking what everyone's least favorite pose is. And now I remember. And I make you guys do them. Step your right foot back. Slowly unwind, turn your right toes to the front of the room now, bend through the right knee, Vira 2. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extended side angle, elbow on the knee. Maybe you reach the right arm down. Perhaps you bind. Perhaps you take bird of paradise. Give yourself about 5 breaths to travel. And then slowly unwind. Lengthen through your right leg. We're gonna walk the left foot in a tiny bit, hinge forward, and then clock your right arm alongside your right leg. And then maybe you shift weight onto your right foot and right fingertips. And then maybe you kick the heel in towards the bottom and take your full Chapasana. Oh, and maybe you fall. It's all good. Slowly come all the way up to stand. Okay, last thing. Left knee into the chest. Perhaps you're good like this. Or you take the hand onto the hip. Peace fingers around the left big toe. Lengthen your left leg out and take a few deep breaths wherever you are. And then just bend through the left knee again, land the left foot, and then take your palms into your heart center. Get grounded. After all kind of the chaotic movement around the mat, now you're just all back at the beginning where you started. Inhale, arms up towards the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale to lower. If you want to take a vinyasa here, go ahead. I'm just going to step back to a down dog. And then we're going to move into a deep pigeon stretch. So take your right leg up towards the sky, three-legged dog. Draw your right knee in. Lay your right shin across the width of your mat. Wiggle your left knee back. Okay? If right away your knee is screaming out in pain, you can also lie onto your back and cross the right ankle onto the left thigh and take thread the needle. Okay? Exact same benefits. Just a different way of accessing this part of the body. And if you're good here in pigeon, I want you to lengthen your heart up a little bit and then hinge forward and then just kind of lean into it. Lean into whatever's going on with you. I want to share with you something I came across today in Meditations from the Mat, which is what we're doing for our book club. If you haven't yet ordered this book, highly recommend it. Rolf writes that everybody seems to feel yoga is the solution. But what exactly is the problem? What is it that makes life so hard? And the things in which we feel anguish, they can be summed up pretty quickly. The loss of those we love, from our high school crush to the death of a loved one. Loss affects us all. We regret the past. We worry about the future. We feel the pain of ill health, of betrayal, of disappointment. And then there are the gross injustices, war, famine, disease, oppression, death. But for most of us, it's not as much these big issues. It's the day-to-day stuff that brings us down. Right? Why do I procrastinate? Why do I judge others? Why do I lose my temper? Why do I fail to speak up when I should? Why do I speak up when I shouldn't? This is funny. He said, why do I return the movie late? And as I was reading this, I was like, I don't think anyone borrows movies anymore. I don't even know if Nadia and Sarah would have done it in their lifetime. Maybe. They're not that much younger than me. Why can't I just be perfect? Why can't my partner be perfect? Why are my kids so annoying? What is the deal? Let's take one more breath on this side. And then we're going to come up and work our way out of it in whatever way feels good. And then work our way into the other side in whatever feels good. So the Yoga Sutras has defined these 5 issues. Ignorance, pride, desire, aversion, and fear of death. And to put it simply, we seek answers outside ourselves when the answers lie within. We look out into the material world and identify ourselves with it. Our true nature, it's not material, but it's spiritual. And yoga is the path to our true nature. So what is the problem? The problem is we're estranged. We're estranged from ourselves. take one more round of breath in this pigeon. And then we're gonna make our way up. Just roll onto the left bottom, curl the right knee in. Slowly start to roll your back body down on the mat. Take your knees into your chest. And then just open your knees to the right and gaze over to the left. So check in with yourself at the end of your yoga practice. See if you haven't experienced a miracle of healing. See if you do not feel more at home in your body, more at home in your life, more at home in your spirit. Just take the knees up through center and then just drop them the other way. So this sense of coming home, it's real. In your practice, you have come closer to the truth about yourself. And that is why you feel peace. We come to yoga having forgotten where we come from and who we are. On our mats, we find the truth. Right? We are part of the universe. There are no problems. We are the solution. Just take your knees back into your chest. Give yourself a little hug. And then decide how you want to finish your practice tonight. We do have about 5 minutes. You can be in Chapasana, you can be in seated meditation. I mean, my opinion is really, there's no right or wrong way. This summer when I became super go and like obsessed with bar and personal training, I never did Shavasana. I always did child's pose. And the reason why is because I felt so like fight or flight. That child's pose was kind of the contradiction, the calming for me. So don't listen to what I say. Listen to what your body says. What it says it needs right now. And know that I will bring you back when the time is up. I wanna be free, so free, like a feather blowing through the breeze, like a bird in a tree, like a dolphin in the sea. I wanna fly high, so high, like an eagle in the sky. And when my time has come, I will let it all go with the sigh. Patch on my mind, coming home to the place where I belong. Patch on my mind, coming home to the place where I belong. Patch on my mind, coming home to the place where I belong. Patch on my mind, coming home to the place where I belong. Give your fingers and toes a little wake up wiggle. Everyone I see chose a normal Shavasana. That's cool. You can take your knees into your chest and give your body a tight little hug. I want to be conscious of everyone's time. I know that we're all in different places in the world, and if you have to zip out somewhere, our hour is officially done. If you're good to stay, then please stay. We're going to make our way up into a seated shape. Take your palms into your heart center. And I'll invite you to take this moment to thank yourself. You showed up here. And what that says is that your well-being is a priority to you. So thank yourself for that, no matter what poses you did or didn't do. And then if you want to finish with me with an Om sound, we will inhale, exhale, and then inhale through to make the Om. Okay, so take a breath in. Take a breath out. Breath in. We close with the intention, the ancient intention, but the original intention. And it's that our yoga practice remain steady, that our efforts remain continuous, that our yoga practice serves and benefits all beings everywhere. May all beings be safe, be happy, be healthy, and free. May the thoughts and actions of each of our lives contribute towards this. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti, peace. Namaste.
The Mindful Life Practice.